All right. I don't know what to expect from this one. Obviously, it's another AugustTheDuck, which this one says this TikToker thinks the sun is fake, and I already watched the last previous one of how she was saying that the Earth is, or that the what's it called where we're at is like not even real. That Earth is not real, and that basically like we're all just like sleeping until like we open our third eye and apparently like we feel enlightened or some weird crap like that. But I don't know what to expect from this, because this one is saying that this TikToker now thinks that the sun is fake. I don't know. Let's see. I want to hear your enlightening thing that you got to say about the sun that is literally shining all over us and giving us freaking horrible freaking waves of sunlight that is insane.
The sky, the grass, everything is starting to look like legit a screensaver. Like, I have a very hard time believing that this is real and it's happening all over the world at the same time.
Alex serves.
Wait, what
And
did
it's
you say?
happening all over the world at the same time.
Sunset, the time in the evening when the sun disappears and daylight fades. Nightfall, twilight, dusk, evening, and half light. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Alex serves tea, a TikToker who's beginning to become a bit of a staple on this channel. Now, if you've never seen any of my other videos on Alex serves tea, basically, she is a TikToker who believes in and spreads some pretty interesting conspiracy theories.
Exactly. Like, obviously, I'm probably gonna check out the other one that what's it called? Ugas like made. I think it was like thinking that the sky is like fake or something like that. I feel like she's gonna do the Chicken Little. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. But I don't know what to expect from the sun one that she's gonna be talking. That AugustTheDuck is gonna be talking about. Let's see.
Now look, I'm all one for thinking for yourself, trying to think outside of the box,
Yeah,
looking for
like
new
you're free to
explanations
think
for
how
things.
you think.
But I'm also a big believer in the fact that if you post videos on the internet saying stuff like, you know, the earth is fake or the sky is a giant TV screen, you are opening.
She really said that the sky is a fucking TV screen? Alright, so who got the remote then? Who has the remote to change the channel? I want to change the channel. I don't want to see Sky anymore. I want to see freaking I want to see the next WWE match. That's what I want to see. I want to see the next WWE match. I want to see freaking Rey Mysterio do the 619, but like where everyone can see. They were saying that it's a fucking giant TV. What the
Opening yourself up for people to question you. And, well, I've got some questions, Alex. Now, something I've noticed in a lot of Alex's videos is that
Oh god, it sounds like I'm being derogatory toward this.
she will take a naturally occurring phenomenon, something that is well understood and thoroughly explained in the scientific community, for example, and the main focus of today's video pretty much, sunsets, and will use that to make a pretty wild claim. Something like the sun is about to eat the earth and have an earth baby. Maybe not that outlandish, but really not that far off either. Because today, based off some pictures and videos of sunsets, Alex is going to tell us how that proves we are about to get a new earth, and the old earth, the one we're living on right now, is about to end. I'm really not joking. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Oh gosh. Ah man. I mean it's bound. I mean they said in so many years, like they said 300 years. That's bound to happen. Obviously, that thing. But obviously, don't quote me on anything that I say. I'm just a streamer, and I say a bunch of stupid stuff on here. Obviously, like, I just give you guys content so you can enjoy what I gotta say about people that say other random stuff that obviously, like, I try to give my logic into it, but, like, I also joke about some stuff. But this one, this TikToker is trying to like, give information. So there's a difference between me trying to say my own stupid takes and also something that I have logically, and this person just talking logically on her own stance.
No, let's talk about it because, like, look at this is a picture I took at the park. You cannot tell me that things aren't.
Okay. You took a picture of that. Looks beautiful. That's what I want to say. It looks like a beautiful picture. You see, it looks like you were like laying down relaxing, and you're like, you know what? I want to take a picture of this beautiful moment. And like that. That's what I'm thinking. But obviously, you take it the extra step.
Change it out there. The sky, the grass, everything is starting to look like legit a screensaver.
No, you know how I feel like it looks like? I feel like the grass and the sky is starting to look like Minecraft texture now. Like, I don't know what it is, but obviously, like, I might feel a little schizophrenic now. That obviously I'm thinking that what I'm seeing is fake, and obviously, like, what we've been lied to is the fact that the grass and the sky texture is actually Minecraft. Crazy, huh? Freaking mind blown. A definite wow moment.
Okay. How do I say this? Screensavers are pictures of real life. Not all of
Exactly.
them, obviously, but I'm assuming you're talking about like the landscape screensavers. Did you think those were like CGI? Those were
That was a
computer-made?
nightmare
No,
fuel
those
puppet.
are photographs of real life. And really, the Earth looks different than it was when we were kids. Well, the Earth is changing, but
Yes.
also we're not children anymore. When I was a kid, I also thought that I had this giant stuffed animal dog, and then I grew up and realized, the dog was just big in relation to me. It wasn't actually that big. If you're seriously using your view of the world as a child versus now as evidence that, like, the Earth has been replaced with a different Earth, I don't know what to tell you.
Like, how is this even real? I have so many pictures of
My gosh. Obviously, this is what's called phenomenons that we don't see at everyday lives. Like, obviously, like, there's some moments where, like, oh, we could catch meteor shower. Like, we don't see that every freaking, like, every day. Like, we see it, like, once every, like, few years, I guess. Like I said, don't quote me on this. We also see phenomenons like this. Like, it looks blue, pinkish, orange, red. Like, we see, like, the sky like that because of phenomenons. We see the lights in like the mountains. Like, they say, like, the wavy, like, lights from Brother Bear. Like, I'll give you that example. Like, that is actually true, but, like, it only happens in certain moments. And also, it's the same thing with, like, the water, like, when it gets, like, neon blue because of the aqua reefs. There's a bunch of phenomenons, and it happens just certain moments in time. It doesn't happen every freaking day. You gotta go with that same perspective. Like how AugustTheDuck was saying, think in an adult way, not a kid way. Okay?
the sky looking completely unreal. Now, you guys know I've already
Look at that,
talked
see?
about the sky split and all of the double rainbows that are showing up
Oh,
everywhere.
the double rainbows are
the
pretty awesome.
crazy clouds that are coming in, the new Earth clouds that are coming in with the new Earth sky, the insane
Clouds
sunsets
are never
that
new.
don't even look real.
There's something very strange about somebody taking real pictures of the Earth and then saying they look fake and trying to use that as evidence for something. Like, I don't even really know what's trying to be presented here. I mean, yeah, we live on a beautiful planet. The fact
Exactly.
that this planet exists is pretty amazing. And
Yeah, like there's beautiful things that happen in this world. There's also horrible things. There's also there's climate change. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of things. But obviously you're saying, oh, looks so fake.
there are a lot of places on this planet that are absolutely beautiful, and there's a lot of things that
Exactly.
happen that are absolutely beautiful, like
Exactly.
sunsets and the sky. What are you trying to prove? Oh, the sunset looks too pretty, so the Earth has been replaced? I mean, what do you mean? You think people 50 years ago weren't seeing pretty sunsets? I mean, I don't understand what this video is about.
But now I want to talk about this. These sunsets. Have you guys started noticing these sunsets lately where it's like these rays of lights shining up in the sky? It literally looks like the lights at the end of the show that come up at like curtain call. Like, that's all, folks. Like, I have a very hard time believing that this is real and it's happening all over the world at the same time.
I mean, you can't even write this stuff. You can't
Exactly.
believe the sun is setting across the world, really? The thing that's been happening every 24 hours for your entire life, you can't believe is still happening? I mean, what do you mean? Yeah,
Exactly.
I sure have seen sunsets like this recently. I also saw them when I was a child, and I bet my grandparents saw them as a child too. I mean, we are like a minute in, and I really do not understand what is being argued here yet. I mean, I'm not
Exactly.
even trying to be a jerk. I just genuinely don't understand. You don't believe the sun is setting? What does that even mean? mean?
So you know I'm going to come in with my theories. Now, we've already talked about
gosh,
the
here we
rainbow
go.
skies and how
The
the
theories.
rainbows represent God's promise to us that he has not forgotten us, and his promise to us to not ruin the world with water again, and of the second coming. I've already talked about the new earth theory, which we're shifting from old earth to new earth, and I've showed a bunch of pictures of that.
Okay, so obviously you're referring to religion, and obviously I'm not gonna go talking about religion because obviously people have different religions. But when you're saying a different theory, like obviously like religions have different like stances of how it is like when it comes to obviously life. And obviously like now you're going with the stance about a second earth. Yes, there is studies that people have done saying, oh, there could be a second earth out there in outer space, but obviously like there could be a complication that's different from our earth that we live in and breathe here. So obviously like yeah, I don't know where you're gonna go with this stance.
And I believe that these sunsets are confirmation that this old earth is done, that we're shifting into the new earth. And this really is like, thank you for coming. It was a great show, but the show is over and we're about to start a new one.
All right, so I'm not here to talk about religion, and I'm not.
What I freaking tell you, I freaking got the same ideal like AugustTheDuck saying, I don't want to talk about religion because obviously like if you talk about anything that involves like either religion, politics, or anything else, like people are gonna be like arguing with you. But obviously, I want to hear what AugustTheDuck is gonna say.
Not going to. What you believe in is what you believe in. That's
Exactly.
your right, and I don't care. You do you. Seriously.
Exactly.
But what I am going to ask a question about, because I guess I'm just not getting this, is this implying that the Earth is like a sentient creature? Like it understands it's a planet and it knows what goes on it?
I mean, if you think about that, like go with Eternals. Obviously, I'm gonna spoil this for you. Like, apparently, like they're saying, oh, in a planet there's a sentient being, which is like a robot looking type thing, and if the planet were like the core were to explode, it would release that sentient being out of there. Are you saying that that's basically what's going on, Miss TikToker? Because it seems like that kind of theory. I mean, I'm just thinking about theories as well. If you're talking about theories, I'm also talking about theories as well.
Because if you're not implying that, I don't understand the correlation between the sunsets and like the show is over thing. Is this implying the Earth has a sense of humor and also knows about theater and is forcing these sunsets to look like a theater's closing lights to humorously bring in the new Earth? I mean, I don't understand. Does the Earth understand imagery? Did it have to take an 8th grade English class?
Because there's just way too much weird going on in the skies lately for us to act like nothing is going on.
No.
What is this?
No, what looks awesome, going back to that, obviously, like,
Guys, lately, for us to
with the moon, obviously, like, there's moments where basically it has, like, that what's it called, the ring, and it looks so beautiful. Like, I remember, like, the sky was clear, the moon was bright and shiny, and you see, like, the what's it called, the ring that comes out of it from the moonlight, and I was like, bro, that looks beautiful. That is just awesome things that happen.
act like nothing is going on. What is this? This is from an airplane. Like, what are these straight lines?
Currently, in the it's looking like a upside down where.
And as you can see,
Bro, the fact of how much misinformation is coming out of it is crazy.
here, there is a shadow behind the cloud. Here's the sun. Here's a shadow behind.
You know, that happens when freaking clouds are thick. And I will tell you, clouds sometimes do get thick. And I've seen it. Obviously, like, I don't look directly at it because I know I'm going to get myself blinded by the light. But yes, there are sometimes clouds that are very thick and it looks like there's someone behind you. It looks like that by perspective, but you know, in a different sense, you know that there's nothing behind there. Man.
Behind the cloud.
I really don't know how to respond to these videos sometimes because I don't want to sound like a condescending jerk.
Exactly,
but
like you
these are
gotta say
clouds.
it.
These are clouds interacting with light in various ways. Why does that cloud have a sort of straight line to it? Because it does. It formed that way. Is that really harder to believe than saying, okay, this cloud has a somewhat not really straight line to it. That must mean the Earth is fake. And then what is the red stuff in the ocean? Probably an interaction with the sun. Why is there a dark cloud behind a not dark cloud? Probably because there's a cloud we can't see blocking the light from entering that one, or it's a rain cloud. I mean, like personally, I just cannot understand how people see what I feel like are normal everyday occurrences.
Exactly.
And immediately think that that must be attributed to some crazy life-altering theory. I just don't get it. I've never seen a sunset and thought, you know what? I bet the way the sun is hitting those clouds means that we've got 14 days left on this planet.
Oh my gosh, dude! It's still crazy, and obviously like until we see something that's unusual that like no human being has seen yet, yes, we will believe you. But obviously, oh my gosh, this video is obviously like they say, oh my gosh, the sky is blue, and like it just flickers and becomes something like a different color. It's this video. Watch.
And then it turned off.
And what's going on here? Why is it flashing? This is a boomerang. Why is the sun flashing?
Alright, so the first video has been explained before. A few years ago in New York City, a transformer exploded, and it kind of turned the sky blue for a minute, and well, this is a video of that. And the second video is just your iPhone looking at a really bright light and trying to compensate for it. Seriously,
Exactly.
go outside and take a picture of the sun. It's probably gonna do this, especially if you're on the beach.
What the hell? Did it just get muted?
I took this picture of the sky the other day and
It did get muted. Oh my gosh, they probably had like song. Wait, what the hell's going on? Hold on.
I took this picture of the sky the other day and it looked a little creepy. Like, what are these lights?
My head is starting to hurt. My head is already starting to hurt because of what the hell she's talking about, bro. Bro, if you're still in the chat, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this person going with these theories about saying, oh, what I'm seeing is like scary and holy shit, like it's all freaking looking kind of weird. How do you feel about this? Like, I want to hear what you gotta say. But
Someone
almost
sent
done.
me this picture of this lightning. Insane. And what is happening here?
It's happening.
What is this? This looks like a sheet of cotton, but it's clouds.
Yes, that's called literally like it like the movement of clouds. Clouds usually don't stay still for every freaking time. They usually like move because the earth is rotating. Look, I gotta show you something. See? I have a globe of the earth. It is round. It is round. It goes in a circle. And sometimes we have clouds. They usually stay normal. Then obviously you sometimes see them just move. Slowly. Crazy, huh? Very crazy. And also, like, I remember back when I was in school, elementary more to say, that obviously clouds come in different shapes and sizes. There's rain clouds. A whole bunch of stuff. Like, damn.
Another one. What? You guys can't tell me that's normal. Please, wake up to the fact that some is going down. And here come the scientists, so worried about how beautiful the clouds are and how it shouldn't be happening because they want to fearmonger everything.
That's what you're doing with this as well. Obviously, like, you're saying, oh my gosh, this is scary. Look at the clouds. Look at this. Look at that. Look at these phenomenons. I don't understand it. You're saying, oh, we don't want to give you fear, but you are giving people fear. Like, to some people, you are giving them fear of the fact that they're going to be scared of freaking looking at the sky now. They're going to think that something is going to pop out of there, or that something is like warning them. No, obviously, it's something that we do not comprehend yet. Like, if freaking something out of nowhere just dropped in, then we will understand it. But obviously, this is just a normal day-to-day life phenomenons that just happen. Like, oh my gosh, dude, the amount of stuff that you just say.
My goodness, wow. What a way to close out this video. So in that first
Exactly.
one, she said, are you really going to tell me that this sunset is real? I decided to cut it out because it had some copyrighted music in it. And yeah, I
okay.
am going to tell you that sunset is real. And no, you're definitely right. I cannot tell you that these clouds and these sunsets are normal because, well, you wouldn't listen. Because yeah, this stuff is definitely normal. Clouds are forming every day, all across the planet, all the time. You think it's that out of the realm of possibility that you might see some weird ones? Same thing with sunsets. And the cherry on the top at the end there, the scientists are the ones fear-mongering? Really? Not the person on TikTok who is saying that the Earth is trying to communicate with us?
What I tell you, bro, we have sometimes like some stuff that we actually do agree upon. Telling you, AugustTheDuck has logic. I'm also thinking logically with also like some type of joke that I'm trying to like input. It's crazy.
Through sunsets, and
we're
it's
thinking
telling
kind
us
of
that it's
same.
about to be replaced? Interesting. Well, guys, I can safely say that this video has definitely ruffled my feathers. No pun intended. I mean, I don't really care what you believe for the most part. It's not really going to affect me. But when you start to say stuff like other people are spreading misinformation and they're the ones fear-mongering, when you're saying stuff like this, I mean, come on. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free.
Don't worry, I did subscribe. Obviously I will drop a like. But awesome video. Like, I definitely appreciate like the fact that you're giving us logic, one TikTok at a time, cause obviously like this, some of these people really like to say a bunch of stupid stuff, huh? And obviously like she's the type of TikToker that will literally hurt my head every time like if we had a conversation. But that is her and I am me. And obviously, I think logically with some stuff. And obviously, those are just phenomenons at the end of the day. So obviously, you can sleep well at night knowing that obviously what I try to give off in this was my logic and how I see things. With obviously AugustTheDuck also explaining his own logic as well. Because obviously, no misinformation. And also, I don't know what to expect from this TikToker. What's the next thing that she will talk about that is fake? She talked about the sky. She talked about the sun. She talked about the earth. Now I'm kind of scared what she's going to talk about next. I'm thinking it's going to be phones. But I don't know. I'll see when that happens.